Hello, y'all. Welcome. We're gonna make games in 1 hour today, right here. I'm gonna get started in about four minutes. Not much time. Let's decide on a topic and let's make this happen. I'm gonna use Godot to make my game. You can use any engine you want as long as the game is embeddable in the browser. There's a couple other rules. Make sure you check up on the page here. NSFW content not allowed. Make sure you made the music and it's copyright free, otherwise it's going to be muted on stream. Stuff like that, you guys get the idea. We need to pick a topic. I'm going to put some topics right here on this big old wheel. It depends. What's up, Mindswept? It depends on what choices you guys make will determine what goes up there on that wheel. Wow, that's a tiny... Chat is tiny right now. Why is chat so small? Chat does not deserve to be that small. I don't think chat is so big to me. I think it should be reflected in what it looks like. Okay, so there we go, a little bit larger. Hello, Mindswept, and hello everyone else who's hanging out with me today. I'm going to pull up the suggestions that you guys have been making. There are 4 slots on here that have coins on them. What does that mean? That means that these options will be variable. That is to say, they may not actually get picked. So there are 4 slots that are guaranteed. Members of this channel get onto the slots without coins, up to 4 only. And then the rest of them, it's going to be a coin flip, a 50-50 chance that it's that topic or I get to pick the topic. And I'm going to base it on previous topics that we never actually got to, but we meant to. So that's how that's going to work. Let's see, from from Raphael, welcome Raphael, we've got reflections. All right, let's pop reflections on a coin slot there. Welcome Butterfly Eva. Yeah, I know, reflections really hasn't gotten on there yet. We got Mortus, welcome. Love Brackies. Hospitality from Dark Rosen, a member. Hospitality. That's kind of a nice one. Hospitality. I like that. Candles. Nice one, Butterfly. Welcome, Derek. Andrus Bam is here. The time has come. Sable Spirit is with us. Welcome, Sable. Is everyone out? Everyone also gonna do the game like jam, dude. So this is one of the last 1 hour game jams that we're doing, the 5th last. So there's only gonna be 4 more after this, and I'm switching to focus more on the game like jam, and I think you guys already know why. So that's very true. That's very true that the game like jam is something I know I'm gonna be doing. All right, Coder's doing it, Sable's doing it, Mortis is doing it. Coder, there's only 4 left. Butterfly Eva. Do treasure. All right, let's get that on a coin slot. I know we're running out of time here, so I'm gonna have to spin this wheel quick. From Coder Chess, we have lasers. We actually did lasers recently, so we're gonna skip that. Food, we've done a lot of food-based ones, so I'm gonna skip that one too. Sorry guys, just trying to do ones that we haven't done before. Hope that's okay. And because the game like basically more potential, that's right. Thank you. Theme 4 left. I like that. That's a fun one. 4 left. Let's go. Theme fishing. Okay, so we're kind of running out of slots here. We don't have a lot from members. Oh, here we go. From Rolric, abductions. Oh, I like that. Let's do abduction. Harvest, I see what you're doing there. All right, let's do harvest. Sounds good. Chat must be 20 times bigger than Lee's. That's correct. Frogs. Look at all of these suggestions. I love it. All right, we're filled up. We got all the suggestions here. All right. Let's go. The wheel shall be spun. Now, if it lands on a coin, we have a mini game. Otherwise, it's just gonna be it. And it's a coin! Treasure! And we got some treasure right here. Now, if it's heads, you guys get the topic and it's gonna be treasures. If it's tails, I get to pick the topic. And it's tails! Let's go! I get to pick the topic. Well, that was kind of anticlimactic. And the topic I choose, you guys know what it is. It's been the one we've tried to do for so long but never got chosen. It's gonna be space! Space! We're finally doing it! It's finally happening! Space is the topic. It has appeared on the wheel so many times. How many times has it appeared on the wheel? like probably quite a few. So we actually have all of the previous unchosen topics on the Hyper Game Dev website. So if we look here, where is it? There it is. 6 times. It has appeared 6 times and has never been chosen. So that's why I implemented the coin flip, so we could actually do these in our last 5 1-hour game jams. Now, by the way, before you go work on your game, pre-submission, but this is also an iterate theme jam. So you are encouraged to build on it was rigged against it, on a previous 1-hour game jam entry that you've done. You don't have to. I don't even know if I'm going to. But it is like a little tradition that we started that on Friday, or on the last Friday of the month, we build on a previous one. So find, if you want, a previous Hyper 1-hour entry that you've done and take the theme of space and try to implement that into that existing game. But you don't have to do that. It's just like an optional wild card thing if you want. All right, so pre-submission stuff. By the way, I'm going to do mine. If you don't know what a pre-submission is, check this out. I'm going to hit submit your project right there, and then we are going to upload a game. I don't have a game, but that's okay, because if I pre-submit, that means that when that timer runs out, and I know you guys are going to need that extra time because you started a little late, when that timer runs out, even if you haven't uploaded a game yet, you can still upload it. It kind of saves your spot as a submission, so I do recommend it. We are February 28th, February 28th, 1-hour jam attempt. All right, that's it. All I did was title it, I saved it, and now I am pre-submitted. And that means I can come back to this page anytime, click on the draft button right there, and I can upload my game, and we'll be good to go. Kind of nice. All right, so let's see. Space is the topic. Let me make sure I pop this in here. Using Godot? I love Godot, Mansour. Let's see. Topic is, well, finally. It's finally space. Oh my gosh. So what does space mean? It can mean whatever you want it to mean. Like, you're not pressured to make the most definitive game about the topic. It's a 1-hour jam. You know, it's kind of hard to do an amazing job. So if you want, make it a really simple platformer with space in the background. I don't care. I mean, you could probably make it like a shooter game, then you're like shooting in space. Or you can make it about space in between things, right? Like you can get a little creative with it. It doesn't have to just be outer space. So it's kind of up to you what you, maybe you play the space, use the space bar a lot. You know, I don't know. It's just kind of up to you. It's a nice open-ended topic, and there could be some interesting things you could do with it. I'm kind of partial to both there being space in between things and an outer space. Now, even though the challenge here, like wild card, is that it's an iterate jam, I don't think I want to iterate today. So I've been actually using, I know this is kind of wild. I've actually been doing 2D lately, like 2D games instead of 3D. I kind of want to do 2D, and I don't have really any 2D to build on. So the only option I really have is to make a new one. I guess I could like have 3D in the back, like a 3D game in the background, and 2D in the foreground. But you know, I kind of just want to make it from scratch and make space in 2D. So that's what I'm going to do. But you are encouraged to iterate if you so choose. You won't be faulted for it. So space. I'm kind of thinking we do both space in between things and outer space. So if I want to say some stars, we'll have stars because it's outer space. Naturally, these are stars. You just have to trust me. The shutter was open for a long time, and it led to them having trails. That's the explanation. Okay, so we're in space, but also you, the player, let's say you're an astronaut of a such, naturally, so there's your astronaut helmet. There's your little head inside of the astronaut helmet. And let's put a person here. Right, bam, astronaut. And maybe you have to get like stuff like checkpoints. What do you get in space? What is in space? Asteroids? Maybe just avoid asteroids? How about that? I'm gonna keep it really simple, like very stupidly simple here. Uh, so this is an asteroid, evidently. Okay, asteroid, and the asteroids are going to come at you. Okay, it's an asteroid. The asteroids are going to come at you, and you have to avoid them, or you die. And you just try to survive as long as you can. And I'd love to get some scaling, maybe more come and faster. So you're trying to get past them. So we just got some kind of like floaty mechanics. You can move up, down, left, right, but you're encouraged to continue side scrolling to the right. Is there an end? I would like to just make it like you survive as long as possible. So the time will just count up. Time counts up. And that's it. That's the whole thing. Death equals game over, restart. All right, that's what I think that's what, oh, I know why chat was so small. I just realized I know why. That's okay. I actually think chat is now going to be supersized. Anyway, that's my game idea. I'm going to do my best to try to make that a reality. Yeah, we started. See, it's huge now. Whoops. I made a mistake. We did start. Space is the topic. Space is the topic. All right, so let's do it. I want to make it in 2D today. That's just my dream. And that's quite a big idea. I don't know about that. Edward, that's actually such a cool idea, though. I love that. I wish I had time for that. But that's why I'm switching to the Game Like Jam, you guys. Like, honestly, the Game Like Jam is love. I love the Game Like Jam. So if you haven't yet, come hit that join button right over here. Look at that. Several of you have already. Look at this join button. Even if you're not going to join in, hit that join button because it means more people are going to see about the jam and will join in and become a part of our community, and that's always a good thing. So yeah, come hit that join button. I'll put a link in the chat if you guys want to be a part of it. This is starting tomorrow, and actually tonight in the secret stream, the newsletter stream, I'm going to announce the theme a little early. Yeah, well, I'll post it on here so everyone will know. But I'm going to tell you guys first. So tonight in the community creation stream, which is also numbered, that is to say its days are numbered, come on through and I'll tell you the theme game for this upcoming Game Like Jam. I'm super excited. It's going to be awesome. Last time we did Frogger, and it was super, super fun. I loved it. And this week we're going to do something, or this month, every other month, we're going to do a different game. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. All right. Here we go. Right, a game. How much time do I have? Can I just like check in with that before? Am I stalling? No. Yes, a little bit. 51 minutes. That's not bad. I've worked with less. All right, so I'm going to set my timer to 45 minutes. That's pretty brutal, but that's what I get. All right, 45 minutes is on the clock, and let's try making it happen. All right, so I want to have a character. Let's make a 2D scene. Actually, let's do the background first, because that's fun. Backgrounds are fun. And I want it to be spacey. That would be ideal. So for the background, I want to use, I guess we could do a color rect. Let's say that. And I'm going to extend it across the whole background here. Actually, I don't want a color rect. You know what I'd rather use is something with some texture. You might call it a texture rect. And we'll drag that across the whole canvas. And then for the texture, I'm going to add a gradient on here. And let's adjust that just a bit. You know, we're just slapping together what I can as quickly and delightfully as I can. Welcome, Andy. Let's see if I make this a nice, what color is space? Blue? Space is blue, right? Or like black, like a blacky blue. Okay, nice. Oh, it's such space. Why is that such space? Maybe a little purple in there, just for fun. Space. Cool. And then, as far as stars go, I say we add a noise texture. Can we do next passes? I've only ever done... No, I don't think we can do a next pass on here. I usually only do 3D stuff, so I'm not really sure what is going on here. You can add a material, but that's like on top. That's not the same. Okay, so let's... Or that might replace it. Let's just do another texture rect. And for this one, we're going to make it a noise texture. And it's going to be our stars. Right? Noise texture. Oh man, I gotta say, this is a lot easier than doing than doing 3D. It's something I'm realizing, and everybody's been telling it to me for years. And I kind of knew it was true, but only recently am I actually deciding to do more 2D stuff, and it's nice actually. All right, so let's make the black invisible. And obviously that's a bit not what I want. I'm going to make it cellular. And then let's make the jitter 0. We want, I don't know if I want more or less frequency. Probably want a little bit of jitter on there, you know, for variety. This is not what I want. This doesn't look right. This doesn't look right. I don't know if I actually know how to do this efficiently. You know, in some worlds we could construe these as stars. What if I come up to the gradient? Oh, okay, bring that frequency a little there. Oh, yeah, stars, baby! That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. It would be nice if this had a little more solidness to it. It's just a bit, oh, I don't know. Fuzzy. It's a little fuzzy. Let's give that full opacity. All right, this is probably good enough. Stars. They're a little fuzzy, but that has to be okay. Okay, and then I need to actually set this as my main project. So that way I can test it and things. Now, do you need a camera for 2D? I guess you do. Yeah, that would make sense. As you can see how little I do 2D. Oh, so I need to save this scene. You know what to make? Oh, no! Let's save it as space. Have you ever made a space game before, Edward? Maybe you try to remake that, but like a little different. Let's see. I'm going to put a camera, because I'm pretty sure we need that. And the camera is over there, mystifyingly enough. Why would the camera be over there? Why are you like this, 2D? Why would the... Is it fine? It just isn't in the viewport. Is that a... Whoops, I forgot to change the main scene. That would be good. I'm gonna play some music just to like get me in the zone a little bit here. Always nice. Oh, spacey music. Okay, so just to confirm, that's off center, right? You bet it is. Wild. Wonder why. Is the node off center? It isn't. That's so weird. I can't say I really understand or appreciate that, but let's just put everything. I guess because the origin on 2D. Oh, the 2D origin is in the top left. Why are you so weird, 2D? Okay. Because then the viewport is elsewhere. Oh gosh. I don't know about those stars. Those stars are kind of bumming me out. They're too fuzzy. I do have an idea to make them less fuzzy, but I'm afraid that it's going to look bad. I guess I could also increase like the scale of it. Let's make it bigger. See if that helps. Much better. Excellent. Total utter space. Oh, I'm glad you finally found it. Welcome, Mindswept. I just realized I overbrewed my tea. We're gonna have some energy tonight, y'all, to play y'all's games. Which is not such a bad thing. Okay. So we need some movement of a player that exists, so let's do that. I'm gonna get a character body. And let's add a mesh instance 2D. We're gonna design our astronaut. Let's make it a... Oh, right. Yeah, sphere is fine. I like my gradient textures. I like what I like. Oh my goodness. Wait, oh, wait. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Why are you flat? Don't you want more dimensionality? I want you to have more dimension. There you are. Okay. I don't know what it was about. You know, this should just be a color. Stop this. Stop this. Just make it a color. Let's actually go to visibility and let's do modulate. And we'll just get like a skin tone color in here. How about that? Oops, I killed the mesh. I meant to kill the texture, but I killed the mesh. Let's undo that. Get rid of the texture. I'm a little slow today, guys. But this is, I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is why I would rather do the 1 hour, or the game-like jam than the 1 hour jam. Although, look, I'm gonna put as much love into the 1 hour jam while it lasts. But, I'm just tired of, like, not having time. I want time. That's what I want. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna give this my best. Because I must. I don't know what we're doing with skin tone here. Alright, that'll have to do, I guess. Why is skin tone so hard sometimes? Okay, skin tone. Good. Now I'm going to name this head. We haven't even started coding yet. We're gonna call this bubble. Helmet probably would be another word for that. But we went with bubble. Now if I want that to be a little invisible, that should be pretty easy. Just come over here and drop the alpha down. Bam. Astronaut bubble. It's a bit large, isn't it? Alright, and then for the body, I'm gonna do a capsule. The color is already perfect. I'm just gonna duplicate that. You can rotate, right, 2D? You don't have a gizmo for it like 3D does. That's cool. I guess I could switch the rotate. It's gonna be very happy to be floating around. Yay, I'm floating in space. If only we all could always be that happy. You're gonna add local multiplayer? Nice. I'm glad you got an idea. Alright. Astronaut. Done. Alright. Okay, I have a couple problems with it. First of all, I feel like the head should be outside of the bubble, just so we can actually see the head and stuff. Would be good. And then maybe we could make the bubble not as transparent. Alright, astronaut. Now, I think I might be underestimating the effort involved for making it move. I just realized, like, how are we gonna be able to move up, down, left, and right? Actually, I wish I was 3D. I wish it was 3D, because that would be a little bit easier. Because I could have it like the camera's looking at it from a different angle. Am I gonna pivot to 3D? I was like, I'm doing 2D today, and then immediately I regret it. Why did I do this to myself? I don't want to do 2D. It's too hard. It's too hard. I just realized I can't something either. I've never done it. I've never done that before. Like, if I just remove gravity, will that work? Like, what if we get rid of this whole if is not on floor thing? I wish I could get rid of this whole if is not on floor thing. That actually isn't bad. We're moving left and right, and we're staying in place. That's actually awesome. We just happen to not have the other direction, which the 3D one would. So that's also fun. God. Come back to me, 3D. I had no idea how easy I had it. Okay. This is probably not gonna... This is a bad idea. I don't recommend this. In fact, what I would recommend is I'm gonna get the character body 3D default script. Why not, right? I might as well. I think literally nothing is different. Except one has 4 vectors of movement and the other has 2. That's so funny. Alright, pop it in. That's really fun. Oh, the speed and velocity are different. So we could include that. We could keep that the same. But other than that, it looks identical to me. Oops. Here, put it here. Test it. Yeah, I must. Can I find property basis? Oh, the transform basis. That's what's different. That's what's different. I see. So we kind of need to do like a hodgepodge of both of them. Because I just want this input get vector. It's kind of interesting, actually. You know why I didn't do that, though? Because I was worried about the else. That's why I didn't do it. And I realized I didn't have the time or the brain power to try to figure that out. Because I only have 1 hour in it, 30 minutes, 40 minutes really, and it makes my brain terrible. Because, you know, I got this little thing, it's called ADHD. Y'all might know about it. Yeah, you might be. Maybe what I need... Alright, here's what we'll do. We'll do this, but what I'll take from the 3D one is this. Well, but this, see, that's where it's tough. I guess we could say if direction X or direction Y, and then for X we say direction X, and this is kind of silly, but it's gonna have to be okay. We make that Y, make that Y, make that Y. What about like this? What about like this? Bam. Done. Something that I've been meaning to add to a template. Actually, I might have already put this in this template. I don't know if I did. I really hope I did. Let's see if I've... Did I call it like forward? Up. No, we call it up. Okay, good. I do have the WASD in here. Thank goodness. All right. Yes. We doing it, baby. We doing it. We floating in space. Okay. So now, as for things coming towards us... We don't want jump. That doesn't matter. I do kind of think that it's all a little small, or too big, I mean. It's like the space that we have to play the game in is too small. We also need collision on our character. That doesn't exist yet. Probably would be a good idea. Just a guess. I'm gonna add a node 2D. We're gonna call this player mesh. I'm gonna drop all that in here, and let's just scale that down. So we're a bit smaller. And we need to add a collision. Let's make it a capsule. As is the natural shape of all people. We could be a little generous about it. Keep it kind of small. It's always nice. Okay. Now that's not gonna break anything, right? That I added some collision in there? Good. Dope. We probably want some, like, boundaries. I could see that being useful. So let's add some boundaries in here. Shout out to Dungeon Martian for teaching me about the world shape thing. World boundary thing. I'm gonna add a static body. 2D. Not physics material, what? Let's add a collision shape in there. And I'm gonna make it be world boundary shape 2D. Let's make sure we're snapping onto the grid, just makes it a little easier. We want to say the bottom boundary. I'm gonna duplicate that, make it unique, rotate it. And then move it over here. Duplicate it, make it unique. Rotate it. If I can click the right thing. Rotate it. I should use the shortcut. It's W. And then move it over here. Duplicate. Unique. I don't remember the E. Rotate. W, and move it, not quite there. Rotate it again, E. Okay, now let's see if we've got boundaries. We do. I can't run any further than that. Excellent. Let's give the character a decent starting point. Other than the origin. So I'm gonna put the player over here. We'll say. Alright, now for some asteroids. I'm gonna make these... I mean, it would be kind of dope if they're rigid bodies. But you gotta make sure they don't fall. I don't know how to do that. I just don't. I have no idea. I'm just gonna make it a box for now. I do intend to design it a bit differently, but for now, that's what we're gonna do. Texture-wise, we could do a noise texture. I'm gonna want to like instantiate them and remove them probably. Could be nice. Let's make this a little brown. Change the gravity. Oh, thank you, Douglas. Change the gravity scale on the rigid body 2D to 0. Oh, thank you so much. Gosh, thank you. You're making my experience so much better. I appreciate you, Doug. Maybe mass. Something. Well, you've at least given me a direction to go. Like, something to look at. As opposed to just being like, huh? Huh? Okay. More spacey music. I guess we have a lot of spacey music. Okay. Oh, collision is going to be important. No, not a 3D. I know I've got everything set up for 3D. Make it... We're going to make this a circle. I know, mystifying that we've got a circle and a square. It's going to make sense. Basically, what I plan to do is to add a bunch of squares layered on top of each other. But for now, it's probably gonna look really bad. You know what else, Lise? I would recommend not doing a noise texture and just doing a flat color. If that's how you're gonna do it. I mean, I could just do it now. I don't know why I'm waiting to do it. Sure, it looks good. I'm inspiring you to face a challenge of learning 3D. You tend to just, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I usually did 3D. But on Monday, during the member streams, every Monday I do a member stream that's exclusive to members on the YouTube channel. And we're workshopping a live stream series called Learn Alongs. So it'll be basically when I'm not doing the Game Like Jam, I'll be doing the Learn Along streams. Why is this so weird? It keeps like snapping. And so for that Learn Along stream, we were studying level loaders and loading levels. And I just, you know, I decided that doing it, you see that? Doing it in 2D was just gonna save me time and levels of complexity. And I don't even know if that's true so much as I was able to make it more visual in less time. I think setting up the visuals to look good in 3D is more challenging than setting up the visuals to look good or to have like personality. I feel like it's harder to imbue personality quickly in 3D artistically or something like that. Anyway, I tried 2D finally after having done 3D for so long. And it was fine. It was fine. I think both are really doable. Okay, great. Let's do a... Oh, we got the collision. It's that circle. The rigid body's in a totally different place. Let's make sure we put this all back at the origin. All right, so mass or gravity to 0. Let's try gravity 0 and see if that asteroid just chills, just sits there. It does just sit there. What happens if I run into it? A whole lot of nothing. See, kind of the reason why I did this is I thought it'd be nice if when we bump into it, it bumps. But I can't get it to bump. What if I give it 1 gravity scale? What happens? Does it fall? Sure does. It's the ground. See, now I don't know how to make it run into things. Do I have to give the player more mass? Can I give the player more mass? Good to see you, Frank. Welcome. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Adding a rigid body to the player? Whoa. Well, in any case, let's just get it moving. So I do want it to have some linear velocity. Dormouse agrees. Adding a rigid body to the player. That's 2 people who said that. If that's not true, I mean, I don't know what is. So I gotta, what, like, duplicate the collision, I guess? Give it, like, a separate collision? Where is it? I'm gonna duplicate this capsule and pop it in here. Just to, like, see if it, like, falls separately. It does. Oh, whoa, it kind of moves with it. But also it's passing right through. Is that because of the mass on there? Can I give a hint? That's tough. That's tough. Tonight during the newsletter stream, I am going to reveal what it is. I'm a little afraid that it's too hard of a game. It was released in the 2000s. I couldn't tell you the year it was released. That might be too good of a hint, though. It might be too good of a hint. I'll update the jam page too. It's not Space Invaders. Is the game related to 2-player games? It is not. Yeah, ask me questions. That'll be your hints. Flappy Bird. You know, I can't confirm or deny if it's Flappy Bird, but I will say, here's my hint. No, don't ask me questions. Here's the hint. Floating. Floating! It's a bad hint. Trust me. It's a really, you're gonna be like, why did you say that? But there is a connection to why floating is a good hint. But try not to think of it too literally. Like in Flappy Bird, you're floating, right? So maybe it's Flappy Bird. But maybe it's not so literal. Maybe it's not so literal. Okay, rigid body on the player 0. Let's make the... asteroid. Let's make the asteroid not have 0 mass. I'm not getting the game done today, but I'm having fun. I can't get that rigid body to move. I believe you guys so much that there's something here for why this would work. But it doesn't need to exist. It's unnecessary. All right, so asteroid. I want this to be moving the other way. Now this velocity, I'd actually like to be able to access it via a script. So we gotta make some code in 15 minutes. Really bad. So let's get a script to attach onto here. Your game's not gonna be that fun. That's okay. Mine won't either. That's awesome. Let's go. Finishing. I mean, that's the best we can hope for in this jam, is that we actually put something together that we can share in this 1-hour jam. The static body isn't a child. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not that important. It's interesting. If this was one of our learn-along streams, which, by the way, will come soon to public live streaming. For now, it's a members-only thing while I workshop it and plan out what it's going to be like. But, Dormouse, you know, you were there. I would love to just, like, you know, take topics like that and just, like, spend the entire stream working on them and figuring them out. Add a lot of mass to the player, like 100. Oh. All right. Let's see if I can code something. So we need these things to spawn. Let me actually save the asteroid as a scene. And I'm gonna want to instantiate it. Do I remember how to instantiate things? Do I though? I don't know if I do. And you want it to spawn like off screen, so I gotta pick like a point off screen. Wherever that would be. Let's see, this has a transform. Oh dear. Let me just add a marker. Then I'm gonna move that marker over here. Where is that? 727. So be it. I'm gonna say, let's make a timer. But you want that timer to change. I want the timer to change. Dormouse, you were telling me about how to do a physics process timer the other day, and that was pretty cool. I feel like I could probably use that for this. I only have 12 minutes. It's not gonna be much. Yeah, there's no time for that. I wish. Someday. This is something Dormouse shared during the Learn Along stream for something unrelated. And it's a really cool thing. If the timer is greater than 0, so we set a value that's just a float, and we make we make the timer this. Yeah, I think we can do this. Oh, you put that in process, not physics process. Okay. No problem. So if we say timer, oops. If timer is greater than 0, change it via delta. Then if it's less than or equal to 0, we need to obviously create this. Variable timer float. If timer is less than or equal to 0, why is that in parentheses? Then we want to do something, which is spawn a thing. So we're gonna say spawn asteroid. Func spawn asteroid. I'm not gonna have time for anything. It's still fun though. I'm having fun, you know, especially knowing that this is the 5th to last one. I'm just kind of able to like chill a little more, right? Spawn asteroid, right? So I gotta remember how instantiation goes off the top of my head. That's no fun. It's the kind of thing that I really have been meaning to have code for, ready to go. Really been meaning to. Where do I have instantiation code? I think I just did it. I can do this. Let me see if I can figure this out. Variable asteroid. Oh gosh, I don't know if I can do this from memory. Variable asteroid load. We'll say preload. Yes, Godot. That dot instantiate. And then we want to say add child. Asteroid. I mean, that should be enough, right? But there's more to this timer code, right? So it counts down. Oh, nice. So we could say that in the ready function, func ready. that timer becomes, we'll say 1. And then in spawn asteroid, we could say that timer gets 1 added to it every time. I don't think that's gonna work like it's probably not, but just like what happens. There's 1. Oh yeah, dope! But that's not quite what I meant, because I'd like that to be exponential. Like, actually the opposite. I'd like it to get smaller and smaller every time. So I guess we should say variable spawn rate, and we can set it to something like 10, or yeah, we'll say 10. You should make it a float. And then we can say that spawn rate gets 1 subtracted from it every time. And then the timer becomes the spawn rate. So we could say timer is spawn rate. Now I do want to set the position, so we're going to say asteroid global position X equals 730. Okay, let's see what we got. They're not moving very fast, if at all. So let's make sure that they are. I'm gonna pull up asteroid. I think this kind of stuff is faster in 2D. I do actually think this kind of stuff is faster, because you just don't have to like consider the 3rd dimension. I don't think it's harder, I just think it's slower. I think some things are harder. I don't think this is one of those things that's harder, it's just slower. Setting up the movement and instantiating and stuff. Now that's gonna be 10 seconds, so you want it to spawn right away. So you wanna actually say spawn asteroid. So let's make this 11. That way, it spawns 1 right away. Oh, and it gets faster. Oh, there we go. I didn't have to add anything to the player. It's just working. Oh, but they don't go off the edge. We have to make sure the asteroids are ignoring. Okay, so let's make this spawn rate something like 4, and we could subtract by 0.5 maybe. But we have to make sure we say if it's less than or equal to, if spawn rate is greater than 0.5, do this. Otherwise, don't stop spawning, or keep spawning them. Well, we just want to say spawn asteroid timed. Spawn asteroid scaling. Time scaling. And then otherwise, just do regular spawn asteroid. I could probably do this differently. I could have done this a lot differently. I see that now. But again, that's the 1 hour game jam thing, right? Is I don't actually have time. All right, here, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I don't have time to do it the best possible. Let's make a Boolean variable, scaling bool true. And then we'll say if it's not greater than 0.6, we'll say, then scaling becomes false. And we will say that the subtraction only happens if they're scaling. Right? Right. Oh, and then I don't want the asteroids to collide with the walls, actually. Now we're not randomizing the Y position or anything, so there's a lot that would be nice to do, of course. I do have a little more time than that timer makes it out to seem. So let me adjust that for the true time. I am ready to accept the true time. True time is 9 minutes. I love that. That's so much time. You just made a 110-minute game? Nice. Oh, nice, because you iterated on one you had a little bit of time on. Nice work. All right, let's make it 8 minutes. So... honestly, I think this is still going better than if I were to have made this in 3D. With the limited time that I had. And I haven't used like any template things other than the default Godot character body script. What was I gonna do? Right, so I don't want those to collide, but I do want them to collide with the player. So I'm gonna say that the player's layer for collision is 1 and 2, and I'm gonna say that the asteroid's layer for collision is, or mask for collision is 2 but not 1. Let me see if that fixes that. Yep, collides the player, does not collide with the sides. Great. Oh man, scales fast. Wait, where'd they go? Oh. Sorry, scaling false and still spawn asteroid. And then, we do want them to remove themselves, right? That would probably be good. So let's add a script onto the asteroid, and all that it's gonna check for is if global position X is less than negative or equal to negative 800 Q free. That should be fine because we're spawning at positive 800, so that should be more or less good. Okay, and then I don't think we're gonna get any kind of end game stuff, but that's okay. Let's get a random Y position as well. We could do that right here on the asteroid. We could say func ready. I don't really want to do that. Let's do it on here. Asteroid global position Y equals random float range. I don't know. I don't know what the range is. Should have kept my marker. So the low end is 3. I didn't even, wow, look at that. That's nice. The low end is 300. Well, we'll say 260. 260. 270. That was negative. Wait, why is it different now? Oh, it's relative. I see. That's actually not that handy. Okay. So, just kidding. Actually, it's pretty close. 280 and negative 280. 280, 280. Okay, got it. Negative 280, 280. Okay. So now it should come in at a random Y position. This kind of stuff, much easier in 2D. Much easier in 2D. Let's go. I like the way they... Whoa! What? Why is this awesome? Wait, why didn't I make this game? You're just like making space in like an ocean of asteroids? Yo, this is so cool. Wait. Okay, so that's a little too... Okay. It is! I want to iterate on it, but I can't. It does! Yeah, it looks like we're digging. I know. I feel like if I was... I mean, we can't. Like, I can't lean into this. I just don't have the time. But, like, if I was gonna lean into it... I guess I would just make the mass lower. Oh, it makes them... lower mass makes them go faster. Oh, I kind of like the lower mass. So, obviously, the scaling is getting too low. Yo, it's kind of awesome. Anyway, we can't. Yeah, that's fair, Raphael. It reminded me of the thought of making a mining game. Same! But, like, at the same time, like, coming up with that idea is almost impossible, I think. I feel like that's the kind of idea you just have to, like, accidentally stumble into, which is always exciting. But for real, though, let's not have the spawn rate get so small. Why did it get so small? Can you print the spawn rate for me? Like, what's happening? Do more. Make one more. Do it. Okay, it's down to 2.5. It's down to 2. Down on the bottom left. It's down to 1. 0.5. That's 0.5. Okay, 0.5 is too slow. Apparently, 0.5 is too slow. So we need to say if it's greater than 1.1. I mean, you know, it'd be nice to have more variety, but come on, I don't have time. Boop, 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 boop. Not really much difficulty scaling. We could stay... I could start... What? Something that okay, wait a minute. What's happening here? Something is going wrong. Else spawn asteroid. Yeah, but this isn't running on... No, Lise. Whoa, my friend. This needs to be a function. Func spawn from timer. That needs to be a function right there. And then you say spawn asteroid. Just copy that, just paste it. No, this doesn't make any sense. Wait a minute. I don't know what I'm doing. I know what... Okay, whatever. Who cares? Just slap it in. It's sloppy. It's sloppy. I wish it was less sloppy. But here we are. 1 hour game jam. We do what we gotta do. Alright, that's the best I could get. No death. No timer. But we do have... Oh... Oh, okay. If spawners get... Oh, okay. I see what's happening. Gosh. Because it's just stopping, right? It needs something else to tell it. I mean, what I would recommend... This is supposed to be... This is confusing. We want to say if spawn rate is equal to 0.5. This is pretty silly, but that's the way it's gonna have to be. It would be nice if we had like death, a timer that counts up. Maybe the like fractions get smaller after 0.5. It starts going down by 0.1 instead of 0.5. That would be cool. There we go. It's very biased. This would actually be pretty difficult. If I actually got like death in here, this would be pretty hard. This would be really challenging, I think, to like survive. I mean, it'd be luck based. It would just be purely luck based. But it's quite difficult. Because you're gonna be forced into not having enough space. And again, this is where 2D is a lot easier, because you can really slap together something quite quickly without just having to worry about another element. Like, because if this was in 3D, I could do an axis lock, to be fair. But I would think the asteroid would be going all over the place a little more. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. All right, cool. Save it. From scratch, too. Not bad. All right, I'm gonna export my game. Time is up, y'all. Time is up. That's why I made a pre-submission. Because now I can update this at my leisure. And I will update it at my leisure. How did y'all do? How did yours go? How about a jam when you make a prototype in 1 hour and then you must finish it? Yeah, yeah. That's pretty cool, actually. That's actually a cool idea. And then, like, the longer leg of it, it sounds like it'd be hard to organize, but, you know, because how would you, like, vet that people did that? But it's a really cool idea. I like that. In 3D, it's hard to leave a not animated player. Unless it's a robot or something floaty like a ghost. Yeah, I hear you. Gotta go sooner than I would like again, which sucks. Hope y'all like what I've done. Yeah, I can't wait to play it, Katoria. I can't wait to play it. All right, let's go to the stream where we play the games. Let's go. If you're hanging out and you haven't hit that like button, I hope you'll hyper smash the thumbs up button. Hyper smash it. I'm gonna work. I'll finish exporting it. I'll finish exporting it in a second. But there's my game. It is something. It is something. I'm pretty proud of it. And I'm proud of you guys for getting involved, for doing your best. There's only 4 more jams left after this. 4 more. We finally did space, though, which is pretty cool. So when this stream ends, the next one is going to immediately begin. So you don't have to go anywhere. And while you're here, hyper smash that thumbs up, like the stream. More likes means more people find out about our streams and end up becoming a part of this community, which is always super cool. And don't forget about the Game Like Jam. All right, guys, I'm going to go over to the other stream now. Stay right here, and I'll see you there, guys. Hit that thumbs up. How many people we got hanging out? We got 20. Hold on. We got 22 of you here. And 14 thumbs ups? Come on now. What's going on? We got how many of you holding out on me? More than 10 of you? Not more than 10. That's not how math works. 7 of you? 15 likes. We got 7, 8 of you. How is math? 5, 6, 7. 7 of you are holding out on me. Oh, there we go. There the likes are up. Thank you, guys. All right. All right. Let's go to the next stream. If you're watching it after the live stream, tap or click right there, and then you'll be able to go see us play the games. I'm going to play the games. We're going to play them. We're going to see what y'all made. I can't wait to do it. All right, stay right here. Stay right here. Look at that. That's kind of fun. I'm proud of myself.